Hi, I'm Bill Taylor. I'm a 23-year Army veteran and co-founder of Veterans Guardian. There is pending litigation involving our company, and the court has approved a class notice process. The notice includes official resources for accurate information. We strongly deny the allegations and believe we acted lawfully and ethically. The court has not decided whether Veterans Guardian did anything wrong, and a notice is not a decision on the merits. We can't provide legal advice, and we can't discuss the lawsuit with anyone who may be part of the class. I also want to share with you why this company exists. When I was getting out of the military, I had service-connected disabilities and was supposed to be eligible for VA benefits. I tried to do what everybody tells you to do. Go find free help. Get in front of a VSO. Start the disability claim process. I was at Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and I remember thinking, okay, this should be straightforward. There should be support everywhere. But the reality on the ground didn't match the promise. There was only one VSO available on Fort Bragg, and even getting a timely appointment was difficult. Now, I'm not saying that to take a shot at VSOs. A lot of them care deeply, and they do very important work. But what I experienced and what I hear from veterans all the time is that even the best free systems can be overloaded. And when you're trying to transition out, trying to take care of your family, trying to get your footing, check back later isn't always a feasible option. That experience was a big part of why I started Veterans Guardian back in 2017. I believe veterans needed other options, and that brings me to something you've probably heard thrown around online, the phrase claim shark. When people criticize claim sharks, they're usually talking about the worst behaviors in this space, such as hidden fees, requiring big upfront payment, locking veterans into confusing contracts, using high-pressure tactics, and making misleading promises about guaranteed outcomes. We unequivocally do none of those things. Here's what we actually do. We're transparent about the consultant services we provide. We're clear about a veteran's options, including the free options, VSOs, and accredited representatives. We do not promise outcomes because the VA process simply does not work that way. We do not charge upfront payments. We only charge if you see an increase tied to the assistance we provided. We also try to do things differently in a way that actually matches what veterans need. First, we hire people who understand the community. We often hire veterans and military spouses, people who don't need you to translate your life experience for them. They relate, and that matters. And when we grow, we reinvest right back into that mission, into building career pathways and hiring and training dozens more veterans and military spouses. Second, we use specialists at every step of the process. That means veterans aren't just handed a checklist and sent on their way. If you're dealing with PTSD or anxiety or other stuff that's hard to even talk about, you should be able to talk to someone who understands how to have that conversation appropriately. If you're getting correspondence from the VA and you're not sure what it means or how to respond, you should have someone who can help you decipher it and help you take the next step. Last year, we helped about 35,000 veterans, and here's something I think isn't often mentioned in the media. More than 70% of the veterans who came to us did so after they had already tried free alternatives. Now, that's not a knock on the free help. It's just the reality that a lot of veterans are trying every available door, and they come to us when they still feel stuck. And in our internal tracking, we've seen strong outcomes, including a success rate close to 90% and helping veterans obtain higher ratings. Individual results can vary, and nothing about the VA process is guaranteed. But the point is that this work is real, and it has changed lives. We try to show that in more ways than just consulting with veterans on their claims. We give back to the veteran community through charity and support we're proud to stand behind. So when people ask, why are you doing so well? I think the answer is pretty simple. Veterans talk. If you're doing right by people, word spreads. Now there's one more thing I want to discuss because it matters. We believe in veteran choice. Veterans should always know they have options. That includes free options. That includes VSOs. That includes accredited representatives. And it should also include professional support that fits a veteran's timeline and needs, as long as it's done transparently and lawfully. We're above board about what we do. We're clear about a veteran's options, and we support common sense guardrails that protect veterans and eliminate bad actors, because veterans deserve both access and trust. We also believe the fee model should be straightforward, transparent, and fair. We only charge if you've seen an increase because of the assistance we provided. We do not charge upfront payments. And I want to make clear that we want responsible regulations on ourselves. We have been trying to reform the regulatory landscape to punish bad actors and help veterans get legitimate assistance. Organizations like the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the American Legion have fought us every step of the way because they want fewer options when we believe veterans deserve more options with stronger guardrails. That's who we are. That's why we exist.